Happens to be the Minister of Transportation in Nigeria, and he has performed exceptionally well under his jurisdiction as the Minister of Transport.
TINUBU, I've seen a lot of good work he did, and even my own friends, my brothers, they have testified his good work practically, not theoretically.
I heard before that AMAECHI really work in Rivers State. Well, AMAECHI is okay.
AMAECHI. TINUBU is better.
Two of them have their differences. I would certainly go with AMAECHI.
Between TINUBU and AMAECHI, who would you like Buhari to hand over power to in 2023?
Well, to my own observation, I prefer to hand over to TINUBU.
Why TINUBU?
Because I've seen a lot of good work he did, and even my own friends, my brothers, they have testified his good work practically, not theoretically. So I think these are the reasons that I said I choose TINUBU.
Do you think he will make a good president?
Yes, of course.
Yes. What about you?
I choose AMAECHI.
Why AMAECHI?
AMAECHI because of the good work he did when he was a governor of Rivers State. So he made a lot of employment to youth, empower youths. So even now when you see Minister of Transport, he's still doing well at the same. So I choose him 100%. 100% works he did. That is why I celebrate him for that.
Do you think AMAECHI can make a good president?
Yes, of course. Even more than when he was a governor in Rivers State.
Yeah. Which state are you from?
I'm from Adamawa State.
What about you? State are you from?
I'm from Kaduna State.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure.
The two of them have their differences. AMAECHI happens to be the Minister of Transportation in Nigeria, and he has performed exceptionally well under his jurisdiction as the Minister of Transport. You could see the differences in the Ministry of Transport currently. You see the ongoing projects, the way he has been able to manage the ministry. He has performed very well. The whole country will testify to that. You see the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the way the man is performing, and you also see the success that is recorded in the Abuja Kaduna rail system. Now, courtesy of AMAECHI, trains can now transport people from Abuja to Kaduna freely, and that has saved us from all the armed robbery and the banditry in Kaduna. People are able to go to Kaduna freely from Abuja and also come from Abuja to Kaduna freely, courtesy of AMAECHI. The man has performed very well. If you have been following all that is happening in the country, recently when they were awarding ministers, AMAECHI was the editors, was the people's choice. No, was the editor's choice, I mean, in terms of the best minister within 10 years in Nigeria, in the last 10 years. Even though Fashola, the Minister of Power and Works, the current Minister of Power and Works came second according to people's choice. AMAECHI was the best minister, the best serving minister according to editor's choice. The man has performed exceptionally well. And when you want to talk of TINUBU in Lagos, TINUBU is a politician with exceptional qualities. He's been this person. Most people, according to most people, he is the founder of APC. He is currently the national leader of APC. But the way the man has been able to handle Lagos politics is as if everything is under his care. The way he takes charge, the way he's running Lagos, you see the success that Lagos State has recorded. Everybody ruling Lagos now has once upon a time been tipped by TINUBU and is enjoying his support. So the way Lagos is, prospering, we cannot put the impact and influence of TINUBU aside. The man has done very well. But if you ask me, the way people praise AMAECHI, I've not been to Rivers State. I'm not I'm not an indigenous of Rivers State. But the way I meet people coming from Rivers State who praise AMAECHI, I would certainly go with AMAECHI. Yes, you're welcome.
Between AMAECHI and TINUBU, Who would you like Buhari to hand over power to in 2023?
I prefer Amechi than Tinubu.
Why Amechi?
Because Amechi is a former governor of Rivers State.
Tinubu was also former governor of Lagos State.
But Tinubu did not, if you look at the situation of the country now, it's Tinubu that is ruling the country.
Can you prove that?
Yes, because I know everything that, anything that is happening presently, he was the one controlling it.
Okay, now why do you choose Amechi?
I choose Amechi because Amechi is a man of action. When Amechi says something, he will do it. That is the reason I believe and I choose Amechi. Rotimi Amechi.
Amechi and Tinubu. Who would you like to succeed Buhari in 2023? Who would you like Buhari to hand over power to in 2023? Who do you prefer?
To me, Tinubu, then Amechi will be the running mates.
No, Amechi president, Tinubu president. Who would you prefer among two of them?
Amechi, the record I had before that Amechi really work in Rivers State. Well, Amechi is okay. Amechi is okay because the Jagaba of Lagos State is old already. Amechi is still a young man, and I know he will work. To me, Amechi will perform in 2023. Amechi will perform, but the Jagaba is old. I beg, we don't need him. We don't want somebody to die in Aso Villa.
Which state are you from?
I'm from Kogi, Igala 1.
For me, judging from the antecedents, I go for Amechi. Two of them are not good enough for me, but I believe that Amechi is a lesser evil. So if you ask me to vote for him, if you ask me who will I vote for, I would say it's Amechi, because at least if somebody that at least in the course of pursuing his ambition, at least he will still remember the masses. Tinubu is somebody who is seems to have gone too far in pursuing his. He doesn't care whose us is God in pursuing his ambitions, and he's somebody who has inordinate ambition. So, and I am not comfortable with having such a person as the president of Nigeria. So I believe that Amechi has better credentials and even has better ideas on how to run government. Because if you consider what's happening in Lagos, I wouldn't want such a thing to get translated to the larger societies. And so for now, let's leave it at Lagos, and we can control Lagos, but we cannot bring such influence into Nigeria, because it will run the government down. Because already we have bad government. We don't need such a person. At least Amechi is more liberal than Tinubu. So if you ask me to vote, I'll go for Amechi. I think Tinubu is better.
Your wife Tinubu?
Because actually, I have some of my brothers that live in the Lagos. When we met at December in village, actually they told me a lot of things that Tinubu is doing in Lagos, and I think Tinubu will be more better.
Amechi?
Yes.
Are you very confused?
Very, very sure.
Are you convinced?
Yes.
So if you come out for president, you're going to vote for him?
Yes, I'll vote for him.
Thank you. So what about you?
My name is Michael High Tension. I think I will vote for Amechi.
Why Amechi?
While Amechi was the governor of Rivers State, he did amazingly well. He did so well. And right now he's the Minister of Transport. He's also doing well. So I think with his works are just there for us to see. And he's also not into this godfatherism stuff like Tinubu. Tinubu is, when we talk of godfatherism in Nigeria, he's one of the main kakos. So I don't think we need a leader like that. Because if he should be the president, it's just going to be kakus thing. I don't think we need kakus right now in Nigeria. All we need is democracy. And I think Amechi has the ability to give us that.
Are you convinced with Amechi?
Yes, I'm convinced. He has his own flaws, but comparing him side by side with Tinubu, I think Amechi stands to win my vote.
Are you convinced that you're going to vote for him?
Yes, I will vote for him.
Do you agree with what he said about Tinubu?
Yes, Tinubu did very well when he was the governor of Lagos State. At least he did very well. He did marvelously well. But comparing him with Amechi right now, Amechi is going to win my vote.
What about you? Do you agree with what he said?
Like, actually, to me, I don't know much about Amechi. That's it.
Well, for me, none of them.
Now you don't have option to choose. It's just two of them. Who will you choose now?
I think I would prefer Amechi.
Why Amechi?
I don't know, just like that.
My name is Wuam Shmatabe Paul. I'm from Benue State.
Okay. Between Amechi and TINUBU, who would you prefer in 2023? Who would you like President to hand over power to 2023?
Well,
between two of them.
Personally, I would prefer Amechi to TINUBU. Although I've not known them personally, I've not had any personal interaction or personal relationship with them, but from what I've heard people say about them, I prefer Amechi to TINUBU based on what I've heard people say. TINUBU is a man more of himself. Politically in his state, I've heard people say he chose his family members to other candidates of the state. Although Amechi, none of them is that perfect, but considering the two people you've mentioned, I prefer Amechi to TINUBU. I've just liked Amechi based on the way he handled his things. When he has issue with Wike in the state, the way he handled it to me, I see level of maturity need, a level of man of the people, a level of man who has people at heart, a man who carries people along.
Can you point us a project by Amechi, or can you point us one you know about Amechi? Can you?
Well, River State, as a particular, where Amechi is from, is a state like Lagos State. That once you are a governor of this particular state, the state call on you to make projects. Unlike other states, you feel okay, you can do anything. But this particular state, a state that Nigeria point hands at. So I believe Amechi, because of what the people of the state later of him, I can point hand at this and this and that this is what he has done, but I believe he did things in the state that if you call on any of the person from the state, they will tell you they did this and that and that.
Have you been in Lagos State before?
I've not been in Lagos State before.
You know how about TINUBU?
Well, I heard about TINUBU here. He's on with TVC station, television.
So you've not heard about his good work in Lagos State?
Well, he does things in his state. But I really want someone that is not so selfish. Carry people, if you are doing things even to your, like personal companies, let it be things that will carry people along, things that people will feel this man really has us on heart, apart from amounting worth for himself.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Lois Musa.
Okay. Which state are you from?
Nasarawa State.
Between Amechi and TINUBU, who would you prefer to be president of Nigeria in 2023? Just tell me.
Seriously, I don't know about TINUBU, but I know Amechi. I've been hearing about him. I've been seeing some of the things that he did, so I think I like him.
So do you choose him? What about? Will you tell me you've not heard anything about TINUBU before?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, you've not been to Lagos State?
I've not.
Okay, if Amechi should come out now, will you vote for him?
Yes, I will.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Why will you vote for him?
Well, I've been seeing the thing that he has been doing. Like seriously, I heard about him and I saw some of the things he did. So I think I'm okay with him. At least, we women will believe on what we see, not what we hear. So I believe in what I see. I saw some of the things he did, so I'm okay with that.
You're in Abuja. You're in Abuja. Amechi is from River State. Yes. What have you seen about him?
I do watch him on television. That's it. I do watch what he does in television, so that's the only thing. I've not been to River State. I've not been there.
Who would you like Buhari to hand over to in 2023?
Actually, both of them, in terms of leadership charisma, and they have it. But in my own point of view, think they are still growing. In my own point of view, because in most cases, there are some issues in Lagos State when Ambode was the governor of Lagos State then, whereas the godfather of Ambode, which is TINUBU, just like that, want to change him. Whereas coming to Amechi in River State, there are some issues in River State, you understand, between Amechi and the assistant governor of Lagos, Rivers. So for them, I look at it that yes, these guys don't know how to manage people with their difference. You understand me? So, but they still need to learn more about people. You understand me?
There are issues everywhere in politics. there's no state you will not find an issue between sitting governor and past governor. There's no state you will not see.
Definitely.
Yeah, but now what I want to know, who would you prefer to hand over for the president to hand over?
Which if both of them
choose one. Now.
If I have to choose, definitely I cannot just choose like that because I must. Both of them, they are for me.
Okay, if you are in position to give the position, who will you give it to? Make sure to.
Let me just say, I can say Tinubu should go on because he's the elder and the center started this thing long ago, as it is.
Thank you, sir.
I prefer AMAECHI.
Why AMAECHI?
Because when AMAECHI was governor of Port Harcourt, he do well for Port Harcourt.
Are you sure? Have you been to Port Harcourt?
Yes, I stayed in Port Harcourt almost 3 years.
So you prefer AMAECHI than Tinubu?
Yes.
Can you point out one work AMAECHI did?
Yeah, AMAECHI do many projects when I know. You do many roads when I know from Port Harcourt road to Aba. And I know.
Do you think AMAECHI will be a good president? Do you think he can perform as president very well? Do you think so?
Of course, now he can perform.
Are you convinced? Can you vote? Are you convinced that you vote for him?
Of course, now even me, I will vote for AMAECHI.
Which state are you from? Are you his brother?
No, I'm from Akwa Ibom State.